नमो नमः ज्योत्सनाय चेन्दुरूपिण्य सुखाय सततं नमः ॐ कल्याणे प्रणता वृद्धये सिद्धये कुर्मो नमो नमः नैरृत्ये भूभृतां लक्ष्मे शर्वाण्ये ते नमो नमः ॐ नमो देव्ये महादेव्ये शिवाय सततं नमः नमः प्रकृत्ये भद्राय नियताः प्रणता स्मताम् ॐ नमो देव्ये महादेव्ये शिवाय सततं नमः नमः प्रकृत्ये भद्राय नियताः प्रणता स्मताम् ॐ रौद्राय नमो नित्याय गौर्ये धात्रे नमो नमः ज्योत्सनाय चेन्दुरूपिण्य सुखाय सततं नमः ॐ कल्याणे प्रणता वृद्धये सिद्धये कुर्मो नमो नमः ॐ रौद्राय नमो नित्याय गौर्ये धात्रे नमो नमः ज्योत्सनाय चेन्दुरूपिण्य सुखाय सततं नमः ॐ नमो देव्ये महादेव्ये शिवाय सततं नमः नमः प्रकृत्ये भद्राय नियताः प्रणता स्मताम् ॐ नमो देव्ये महादेव्ये शिवाय सततं नमः नमः प्रकृत्ये भद्राय नियताः प्रणता स्मताम् ॐ रौद्राय नमो नित्याय गौर्ये धात्रे नमो नमः ज्योत्सनाय चेन्दुरूपिण्य सुखाय सततं नमः ॐ कल्याणे प्रणता वृद्धये सिद्धये कुर्मो नमो नमः ॐ रौद्राय नमो नित्याय गौर्ये धात्रे नमो नमः ज्योत्सनाय चेन्दुरूपिण्य सुखाय सततं नमः ॐ कल्याणे प्रणता वृद्धये सिद्धये कुर्मो नमो नमः नैरृत्ये भूभृतां लक्ष्मे शर्वाण्ये ते नमो नमः ॐ नमो देव्ये महादेव्ये शिवाय सततं नमः नमः प्रकृत्ये भद्राय नियताः प्रणता स्मताम् ॐ नमो देव्ये महादेव्ये शिवाय सततं नमः नमः ॐ कल्याणे प्रणता वृद्धये सिद्धये कुर्मो नमो नमः ॐ रौद्राय नमो नित्याय गौर्ये धात्रे नमो नमः ज्योत्सनाय चेन्दुरूपिण्य सुखाय सततं नमः ॐ कल्याणे प्रणता वृद्धये सिद्धये कुर्मो नमो नमः नैरृत्ये भूभृतां लक्ष्मे शर्वाण्ये ते नमो नमः Oh
साधिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सेदसादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं। भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेद वेदान्त वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्ताय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु विष्णुमायेति संज्ञिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु श्रद्धारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मात्ररूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। दुर्गे स्मृता हरसि भीतिमशेषजन्तो स्वस्ति स्मृता मतिमतीव शुभां ददासि। दारिद्र्यदुःखभयहारिणी का त्वदन्या सर्वोपकारकरणाय सदार्थचित्ता। जय जय माँ 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 जय दुर्गे माँ जय दुर्गे जय जय माँ बोलिए श्री दुर्गा माता की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। नमः पार्वती पते, हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम हरि ओम। Navaratri has started, so we thought of thinking and contemplating on the glory of Cosmic Mother, so that our life can be felt in her lap only, and not in the strings of our ego and attachment. See, there are 3-4 principles, and I'll be taking some Devi Bhagavad stories. Principle number 1 is that everything has a power. Like this flower has a power. This paperweight has a power. If it hits, then you will understand the power. Even a small stone has a power. If it goes in the kidney, you will understand what is the power of that stone. Even the small strand of hair has a power. And every object, every animal, small ant has a power. If it bites, you know its power. And every person has, of course, a power. But what mistake we make is very big mistake. What is the mistake? Mistake is we think power is of the object. Very big mistake is there. Like I have a power of speech and you have a power of listening. You are listening through that power and I am talking through the power of speech. I am walking to the power. So our body itself has many powers. Power of seeing, power of hearing, power of tasting, power of holding, power of walking, power of digesting, power of thinking, wrongly or rightly I am not saying, power of appreciating, power of loving, so many powers are there. But interesting point is this power of this flower is not of the flower. Because if something is of something, it won't leave it. But after some time, the beauty and the power of this flower goes away. Similarly, your walking power will go away. You will feel it because old age first comes on the leg. Leg is older first. You can make it out. People say age is just a number, Swamiji. This is all useless statement. Age is odd number. It knocks on your knees, knocks on your back. Like somebody comes and he knocks like that. Similarly, when doctor checks your knees, he takes a small hammer and he does like that. He is knocking. So there is something. So power of walking goes away. Power of seeing goes away. Power of hearing goes away slowly, slowly. If it was mine, then it wouldn't have gone away. So please understand that power does not belong to the object. All powers. First, everything is of power, but power doesn't belong to any object. Then it should belong to someone. If power is not of the object, therefore we are not having any power of my mind. Who wants my eyesight should become weaker, but it becomes weaker? Who wants to put on glasses, but they have to put on? I was surprising who is sitting there. So, who wants my ear should not function, but ear also, we are hard of hearing. Who wants that I should be sad, but some power goes away? Who wants my digestion should be weak, but as you grow, you will feel that digestion is becoming weaker. This is not digested properly. What was you digesting was upon a time, after 40, 35, you will feel that digestion has become weaker. You are not that strong stomach-wise. So, as if a stomach is old, body is young. So, old stomach with a young body. You must have known it, what shall I say? Similarly, truth also is there. So, this power does not belong to me. Then it belongs to whom? Because power cannot live, this is where the science differs with Vedanta. They say power can live alone. But Vedanta says power cannot live without consciousness. An example is that I am talking, but I and my power of talking is dependent on me. So power will be along with the consciousness. Power, let me go further now. Power of planets are there. Power of chemical reactions are there. See this, what is it called? Gunpowder, what you call. gunpowder. If you see what Israel is hammering, it is only gunpowder only. But a small gunpowder blasts and whole building falls down. Building of such big buildings are there, they are reduced to rubble in few minutes. Like this they fall down. This is the power of that. That is a power in that. See, rocket what you use here in Diwali. So small is there, you just put and the power is there. What a kinetic energy it had. It just goes, shoots on the top and comes back. So sun power, power of sun you say. Imagine glowing for it is already 3 billion years, sun has not stopped. 6 billion years, 7 billion years is the life of sun. 1 billion is 1,000 million. Imagine without blinking also. That sun did like this. For a moment also, sun did not do like that. They say if oxygen, for 30 seconds only oxygen is taken out, all buildings will collapse of the world. Such a power of oxygen is there. Because oxygen is not there, water will not lose. So what binding power is there, it will all become ashes, fall down. इतनी बड़ी बड़ी power है. Cosmic power, Akash is there, Vayu is there, Agni is there. Power of knowing, more serious power, power of knowing fruit of action is there. So I am saying all power is only one power, and that power is dependent on the consciousness. And that one power, which is infinite power, power is not finite, that one power expresses in so many ways. That when one power which is of the nature of consciousness, that power is called Durga Ma. And which expresses through the whole world. Ya Devi Sarvbhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita. It is inherent in all. So here also Durga Ji is there, in you also Durga Ji is there, in ant also Durga Ji is there. She alone is expressing as all. This is the second point. First point is power is not of the object. Second point is only one infinite power is there, and that power is not inert, it is a conscious power. This is second point. And third point is, and imagine how big is the Mother Durga. How big is there? Sun and moon are her eyes. You can see the description in that. You can see the description. And it is her time. Right now Navaratri is there. Third thing is there. She becomes many as per the need. She becomes very good, she becomes worst. The turbulence of that tsunami is the power only. That the anger of that goddess is there. She did like this and tsunami came. The turbulence, the cyclone is there. Earthquake is there. Terrible floods are there. You can say that they say nature is angry. They use such words, nature is angry. Wrath of nature is there. But the wrath of that Devi is there. See, Kedarnath tragedy happened in 2013. So there is one Dhara Devi is there, where we went. Dhara Devi is there. So Dhara Devi is such that she faces straight Kedarnath. Something happened, they shifted that. These people, construction people, engineers, etc. They say after that only that happened. They say like that. They opened and the flood started coming, and then they took her and to some other place. That is a power. So while going to Chardham, we went to her, have darshan. Till 12 o'clock, she is Kumari. From 12 o'clock to 7 o'clock, she is middle-aged woman. Automatically it changes. Her form changes. And after 7, 8 o'clock, she is old woman. Every day. No change of dress, nothing. So we also went to have darshan, rather she called us. So you have to believe that. There is one Devi, there is one Durga who expresses as Sarvabhuteshu. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu. And last point, fourth point, which is very important, that if we call her, if you call daddy, daddy may not come because he is not very sensitive. But mother cannot resist the call of the child. If you call that mother will come in front of you in some way or the other. Durge smrita bhitima shesha jantoho. Just now I read that. Smrita, even one just remembered also. I'm not saying I have experimented all that things and I am just saying. After that only I will talk. Otherwise I won't say anything which I have not experienced like that. Terrible tragedy was to happen and just I remembered and I chanted this and everything got averted, not once but many times. And this is that force of a jeev. Mam yonir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyam. Tato bhavati bhutanam. Aham pita. Bhagavan says in Gita, I am the pita. Pita hamasya loka. Mata. I am the mata. He is the mata also. Mata means ma dhatu is there, to measure. Mape. What means measures the whole world in that. So Anant Koti Brahmand is the baby of that cosmic mother. This Anant Brahmand is the baby of that mother. And as the mother is possessive about the baby, similarly that cosmic mother is also possessive about her baby called universe. So this is the Navaratri time and time to invoke the grace of that cosmic mother which we have forgotten. And if the child forgets the mother, how much mother has the pain, you ask the mother. If the child forgets the mother, mother doesn't forget the child. So that is the glory of that Durga Ma. I hope it is clear. Say yes. It's all okay, no problem. To illustrate this, we will come to it. And to call, there are a lot of mantras are there. We'll see some mantras today. One of mantra, if time is there. Only but I am Krishna Bhakt, I am a Ram Bhakt, I am Shiv Bhakt, what shall I do? In Navaratri, what shall I do now? Shall I live by puja and worship? No, whatever puja you are doing. But when you talk to Devi, she asks her to give the devotion to your Ishtavta. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. Bhagwan Krishna has done Devi Upasana. Bhagwan Ram had done Devi Upasana. In different Puranas, they do each other's Upasana. Don't worry about that. So don't worry that Devi has done Upasana and in somewhere Bhagwan Krishna will ask Devi to come as, she became the sister of Bhagwan. Which Bhagwan? Krishna Bhagwan. Krishna Bhagwan, she became sister. You forgot? Where? When he was to born before that. Yogmaya, who came in Yashodaji's house first. She became sister of Bhagwan. Bhagwan said, see, you will worship Devi everywhere. So became Vindhyachali Devi. A lot of Devi temples are there. So let us now think about her for some time through a story of Devi Bhagavat. But unless we have some support inside, we will be alone. Without the cause, effect is weak. If we have forgotten our cause, the effect called our life, my achievement, will be weak. In front of teacher only disciple will be stronger, character-wise, emotionally, mentally, intellectually, spiritually. If disciple is cut from the teacher, he'll become weak. Similarly, if the child is born and he is cut from the mother, child will become weak. He will never be a strong child. If Gangaji is there and one of the streams of Gangaji is cut from the source called Gomukh, that will dry away in time. Because it is cut from the source. Food, this body is made out of food, water, etc. If food is not given, which is a source, this body will dry up. It will become weak and emaciated. If water is not given, it will become still weaker. And if it is too cold, fire is not given, it will become weak. And I am supposing air is not there, how much you can do pranayam? Ultimately, we will die only. At least without water, we can live for maybe one day or so. Without air, you cannot live for half an hour also. Imagine the importance of air. Even 1 minute pranayam you cannot do so easily. That is not easy to hold breath for 1 minute. You do, then I'll see. 1 minute you hold your pran. So anything, the Jeev's mother is that cosmic. The power me is the power outside. If that power is, and who is the divorcer of these two powers? That is called our ahankar, our nature, our attachment. And therefore if person is attached or a person is having ego, etc., he will always feel weak because that is not the way to, you are associating with something else rather than that power. So Navratri is the festival whereby associate with the infinite power and forget our small powers. Weakness is not, in the body weakness can go away. You take glucose, you can take, vitamin A, B, C, D, B12. B12 is very popular. In my childhood, I never heard B12. But now every day B12 is there, B12. Are is all okay, B12 is okay. You have a mental problem. So, Dr. Bhima was after B12. Bhima doctor. I think nobody from the ashram will be there who has not taken injection from Dr. Bhima. One day he brought injection for me. He gave in my room. I said, but I am fine. He said, vegetarian? You have to. How are you, man? So this was. Achha, this expression can be told to women also. Huh? No. Women also you can say, how are you, man? I don't think so. I have not heard. That you can say, how are you, woman? That. If you can correct me, let me know. But I don't say, how are you, man? He was very emphatic in B12. अरे आपकी एनर्जी का सोर्स कहाँ है? I know of people, I told you also, one Prahlad ji is there. Still is there. He's 80 plus. He lives in Gujarat. Devi Bhakt he is. So one day some Devi Upasana was there. He had to fast for 1-2 days. So he said, I cannot fast. I feel very hungry. So I think Saraswati ji came or Durga ji came in front of. She touched her lips like this 3 times. Hunger, thirst gone forever. From the age of 12, he has not eaten anything and not drink water also, and is much fitter than you and me. 200 doctors admitted him in the hospital to test. And all the parameters were fine. वो शक्ति है, देवी की शक्ति है. What is required that Devi pervades in your body also. Let us invoke her grace today. That is, let us invoke her love today. Fourth point was this: if you invoke, she will come as a mother. If I call her, she will come. Even if I am bad, she will come. This is the best part of the mother. Father will scold. Mother will say, don't scold too much. First let him eat. हाँ, उन्हीं की वजह से बच्चे बनते हैं. फादर क्या बोले, what is his marks? हैं? Useless person. This is the way to study. He threw the book and gave one. And then mother, dear go to mother, unnecessarily he keeps on shouting and beating my dad. Huh. He said, this is his nature. Whole family was like that. So, it's a special family they are. All are, nobody is normal in their family. Not a single person you pick up, he is normal. So don't worry about that. So the mother will go and, even if the child has failed, mother will shout, but when it comes to dining time, she wants to eat. Therefore, Hanumanji, when he went to Sita ji, after telling the news, Ma tu lagayati bhukha. There Hanumanji says, I am hungry. In front of nobody he said, I am hungry. But in front of Sita ji he says that I am very hungry. So when you see mother and you've come from the office, etc., or you've come to the college, first question is, what is made for me? I want to eat something. So mother also knows in advance. So sometimes she has prepared something what I liked. You must have known your childhood. That is the mother's nature is there. And please note, let me tell you, that cosmic mother alone is in the mother what we have experienced as our Adi Bhautik mother. Therefore it was said Matra Devo Bhav. From that angle it was here. And this is the area where I have to bring her into our life. And because it was an opportunity to remember, therefore I am taking Devi Bhagavad. Last Navratri I was not here. I was in solitude, therefore I thought, let me take. So let me go ahead. And if you have heard, I hope you have heard, but if you have heard, you will not remember everything. So, the glory of that mother, let us continue. Through a story, it is more illustrative is there. So, in Ayodhya, Kosaleshu Nipasreshtaha, Surya Vansha Samudbhavaha, Pushyaputro Mahateja, Dhruva Sandhiriti Smrta. Please remember the names. There was one, a brilliant king was there. His name was Dhruv Sandhi. Dhruv Sandhi, not Dhruji. That Dhruv is not there. Dhruv Sandhi was his name. Everybody was very happy in his name. And he was very religious person, very righteous, and taking care of all the people in the kingdom. And he had 2 wives. Only 2 were there. And so one wife was called Manorama. And second wife was called Leelavati. Don't forget the name. Dhruv Sandhi had 2 wives. One was Manorama, other was Leelavati. Not Leela Sandhi. Leelavati was the name. Don't change anybody's wife. So, don't change anybody's wife. So this Manorama had a child. Beautiful child. His name was Sudarshan. Manorama had Sudarshan. And Leelavati had a child whose name was Shatrujit. Shatrujit. 4 or 5 names I said. I hope you won't get confused. King's name was Dhruv Sandhi. 2 wives was Manorama and Leelavati. Manorama had a child called Sudarshan. And Leelavati had a child called Shatrujit. Simple. So, this Shatrujit was more popular. because he was very good in talking. He was what shall I say, good in behavior. And this, I think, was elder also. And he was loved more by everybody, and king also loved him. This Sudarshan was very quiet. And they say, Mand bhagyat mand bhava. People said he is having not good luck. So king also didn't give him that much of attention. But you don't know what is in the person. Sometimes you think of someone, he is like that, and in due time he comes out very different than what you had thought. Most of the people, what you had thought, after living you will feel they are very different. I'm not saying negatively, positively also it is possible. After living with them, especially if you meet for a few minutes, few hours, the person you cannot make it out because they give the best of them. How are you? Fine, okay. So he's very polished. The cream comes out first. Okay, sorry. Thank you. So these things we say. Okay, how are you? Fine, everybody's in the house, okay. It is when you start living with them day and night, 24 hours, 365 days, then the reality comes out. And what you had thought of your husband before marriage, he was very different. And what you had thought of your wife before marriage, he is very different. That image what I had and that love which used to overcome in my mind, I was so much loving initially, that love, seeing her and his behavior, evaporated. And then he or she says, you have changed. No, I have not changed. You are all, I didn't know you are like that. If I knew you were like that, I would be same. Or it is possible, I'm right to be negative, that what I thought of somebody, he was better than that. This is also possible. It is not that sometimes you feel this person is like that. But when you live with that person, he is much more than I thought. And this happened with me many times, especially with the saints. What I thought about that saint, he was much more than what I thought about. So here the same thing is going to happen. I am giving you the clue now. Climax will come later on. So two sons were Shatrujit and Sudarshan. Sudarshan was quiet the Sudarshan was quiet and Shatrujit was more impressive in outer behavior. And what you say, although introvert is a little negative word nowadays, introvert, that means little, jackit kind of person. So, but he was more quiet and more reclusive, you can say. Let us move now. So, the king went for hunting. What was the king's name? Manorma. So, Dhruv Sandhi, okay. So, now Dhruv Sandhi went for hunting. And along with all the army people. And there, one big lion came. Naturally, both were angry. Lion was angry on him, he was angry on lion. And they all took out their swords. And ultimately, I'll cut the whole story short. Very long stories are there. So many trees are there, so many plants were there. If you read Puran, trees, plants, animal, environment, season, cuckoo, bird, it takes 2-3 pages. So I'm cutting it short. So that lion pounced on the king. And one lion catches hold, it doesn't leave. And it has the nails and all these things. It scratched and tore him. And he died. Dhruv Sandhi died. When Dhruv Sandhi died, now the question will be, now both the children were not that big. Shatrujit was not that grown up. And Sudarshan was also not grown up. They were all young, only very young. So now the third party tried to interfere. Who's the third party? Father of Manorma and father of Lilavati. Son of Lilavati was Shatrujit. So son of Lilavati was Shatrujit. His father was Yudhajit. How many such names will be there? So, his father was there. Now I don't need to know the name. So he came. Now his father also came. Her father also came. Whose father? Manorma's father. Manorma's father. His name was Veer Sen. You can make a chart later on. Now both started discussing now who will be there. Both advocated their own, what is it called? Grandchild. नाना थे ना ये दोनों? नाना थे इनके? नाना मतलब जो ना करे यार सब नहीं. So that Nana was there. Both were at loggerheads. Ultimately, I'll tell the story. They said, let us. Now fight started between them. Yudhajit and Veer Sen. Don't forget. Yudhajit and Veer Sen. Both the Nanas started fighting because there was no strong person there. I think they are not that old that cannot fight. Even old people can also fight. And ultimately, now this Yudhajit killed Veer Sen. You can guess what will happen. What? Now this news came to Manorma. Manorma got scared that now either will be thrown out of the kingdom or will be jailed because he'll be potential threat. Wherever power is there, no, a lot of politics starts. Because they are enjoying. If power is surrendered, that is called seva. Seva means you are offering your power to the Lord through a person. Supposing you are feeding to somebody. So you had a power of food, Devi came in front of food, you are offering and serving that person through the. But moment you don't give back the power eats the person. Unoffered power is called your worry. Worry is about some issue where you cannot offer to the God. If I had offered to the God, worry was not there. So Manorma got very perturbed and very disturbed. Then I'll be killed now or this will happen. And my south called Lilavati, she also doesn't like me. She is having always a, what is it called, jaundiced opinion about me. And therefore, I should not be here. I should go away. So there was one person, very senior cabinet position, minister was there. His name was Vidal. Only how many more names are like that? No, don't worry. So, Vidal was his name. You know, somebody senior is there, you can always ask. He said, yes, better you go away and you go to Varanasi from here. And there, my mama is there, he is called Subahu. There is there, but you go there. So Manorma took one maid servant and along with the child called Sudarshan and Vidal, they all went out of the kingdom. And they went near Prayagraj. From Ayodhya to Prayag, they are not very far away. And there Bharadwaj Muni was there. Bharadwaj Muni Basai Prayaga. So Bharadwaj Muni was there. And on the way, people snatched her everything. See, when bad time comes, you don't know what prarabdha is coming. So as long things are good, you cannot say this thing will be, everything will be good only. Just thank God it was good. So Bharadwaji asked, that Bharadvaja Shramam Praptita Tvaraya cha Bhayakula. He said, who are you? Who are you? Oh Devi, who are you? Whose are you? Whose wife are you? How come you are so much disturbed? Why you have nothing in your hand? Why you are so upset? Why you are so crying? And then, instead of she talking, Vidal started narrating everything. And he told who was the husband and all this. And he said, just now, her husband was killed. Whose husband? Manorma's husband was. And therefore, fear of she being attacked is there, therefore she came. And Muni Shrestha, if any sad person you give refuge, it will please the God. And biggest punya is to give shelter to such sad women especially. And biggest fruit is there. Bharadwaji said, I understand that. Nirbhaya, this is what 58 shlok, 16th chapter you can see. Nirbhaya vatsa kalyani. Well, don't tease me. Nirbhaya vatsa kalyani putram palaya suvrate. He said, oh Kalyani. Who said? Bharadwaji, you be relaxed here. Nate bhayam vishalakshi. Oh big-eyed woman, you will have no fear here. Don't worry about that. Live along with your son. And I'm telling you, your son will become king later on. Hurry, kuch bhi bol diya. Manorma said, how can my son first? My life is going on now. Now he came back in the kingdom. Who? Huh? Yudhajit and Shatrujit. Somebody has to explain that. So in the house also he said, Mummy, from there can you bring it? Only mother can understand this language. From there can you bring it? From where, what you bring it? Pronoun is there without noun. Where are you going? There only I am going. Where? There only I am going. I'll come at that time. So now they are thinking where they have went. Both are thinking. Where has Sudarshan gone? So that Shatrujit, then everybody was very sad. All other saintly people in the kingdom were very sad. Now he got the news that he has gone to Bharadwaj ashram. Who? Shatrujit got the news. This Yudhajit got the news that he has gone there. Now he started, let me go and kill. So this news went to, please see, follow the track of story. This news went to Manorma that they are coming to kill. Now she started shivering. Now what will happen? Because if anybody is under the spell of greed, he goes mad, he will kill me, he will kill my child and all these things. So he came to the ashram. Yudhajit came to the ashram of Bharadwaji. And then his minister said, please don't do like that. You will get a bad name and bad fruit. And I don't think so you should do any such thing so that you will incur a lot of sin. Because Bharadwaji is protecting, and when he will be upset, if any tapasvi person is angry on you, you will be destroyed. So don't provoke his wrath. Because if you do anything, you have to not forget that he is under the protection of Bharadwaj. And it is not the physical protection, it is if anybody has sankalp, the sankalp protection is very difficult to penetrate. He will be very angry and it will be disaster for you. Therefore, please go back. You can have a cup of tea, coffee if you want, but please go back and don't waste your time here. And where is this small boy? He has nothing. He has no clothes even proper. He has no kingdom. He has no army. How can he do any harm to you? Daya sarvatra kartavya. Always have sympathy. Because any relation is sustained by sympathy only. Sympathy is required where somebody is powerless and you are more powerful. You can do, but still you are not doing wrong. Daya pari. If the daya was not there, then Guru Shish Parampara would have been over long back. It is the Daya Kshama has kept Guru Shishya Parampara. Why Gurudev will bless us? Why will be like that? Daya means, I understand you are in distress, I'll try to still help you out. Cruelty is there, cruelty will always break the society. Therefore, please go back. And Vrajam Tranayate Rajan Daiva Yogan Samshaya Tranam Vrajayate Kwapi Samay Daiva Yogaya Yogataha. He said, Rajan, his minister is telling to Yudhajit. He said, with the time is such, a small straw becomes a big thunderbolt. And thunderbolt can become a straw. Most powerful person becomes powerless at time. More powerful becomes powerless at time. You just don't know what will happen to what. You just don't know who will become whom. See, a simple tea seller becomes Prime Minister of India. One who was going from one train compartment to other train compartment and pouring the tea in the cup of the people. This is how he learned Hindi, he says. Now whole America is after him. Everybody is after him. Everywhere he goes, he gets a guard of honor. Forget about tea. कहाँ से कहाँ कोई पहुँच जाता है. And Manmohan Singh, our Prime Minister, was there. मैंने आपसे बोला था that he has become emaciated and weak. Have you heard Manmohan Singh? हाँ, मैंने आपसे बोला था ये ऐसा होगा. कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच गए लोग? ये पता नहीं कौन कहाँ से क्या हो जाए. You don't, therefore, when when we laugh on somebody because of his some problem or issue, we don't know when I'll also be like that. You have seen the patients of dementia and Parkinson's, how non-presentable they can become. He said, please don't do anything. This kal is very strong. And it is because of the prarabdha only. Hair can kill the lion and mosquito can kill the elephant. It is written here. Shashako hanti shardulam mashko vai yatha gajam sahasam muncha medhavin kuru me vajanam mitam. Don't do any such thing. One ant, they say, it enters into the trunk of elephant. Small ant. It can go in the brain and elephant can become mad. इतनी पावर है. यहाँ पता नहीं वो क्या हो जाए, कौन बड़ा हो जाए, कौन छोटा हो जाए. You just don't know. अच्छा, hero becomes zero, zero becomes hero. कुछ कह नहीं सकते. Where prarabdha will make anybody on the top or throw him down. So don't. I think you should go away and leave that. He said, okay. So now this boy, Sudarshan, son of Manoharama, Dine dine kumaro sau jagamo pachayam tataha muni balagata kridan nirbhaya sarvata shubha. In the afternoon class also I said one thing. What you say misfortune, every bad luck has some good luck in it. You may think that I have bad luck, but later you will realize something was in it that was a good luck. You don't know the whole picture. And every good luck has some bad luck. There is nothing called absolutely good situation. There is something which is not good in the situation. बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा. बहुत अच्छा होता ही नहीं कुछ. उसके अंदर कुछ जरूर प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है. My wife is so good, so serving. She serves me day and night. There is a bad luck in it. Why? You won't come in the satsang. It is the kind of wife that decides how frequently you will come. Or or don't take it so seriously. It's a lighter when or it's a kind of husband who will decide. Because the problem is not in the wife. You will get too attached to her. And literally she goes, then you will be so restless that where you have gone, please come, please come. Like Puranjani was there. If very smart husband was there, supposing, very good looking, very smart, very fearless, very good job, and money is there, never getting angry, do you think you will come so frequently? वो नहीं आओगे आप फिर. And he praises also. तुम्हारी आंखों की खूबसूरती. He praises also. तुम्हारे चेहरे का यह नशा, सब कुछ ऐसा लगता है सब भूल के तुम्हारे पास बैठे रहे. Something. So if such dialogues you hear, who will come to hear Om Parthaya Pratibodhita? Every best has a beast. Every beast has a best. Don't just see the beast and don't just see the best. दोनों मिलेगा यहाँ पे, combined मिलेगा. Package है भाई साहब. If supposing he was in the kingdom, he wouldn't have come to such a great saint, Bharadwaj ji, who is one of the listeners of Ramayana. Bharadwaj Muni Basahi Prayaga. And instead of the company, Rajasic company in the kingdom, he is having Satgun company. He is much luckier than that other boy, whose name I have forgotten. So, Chaturji, आप मत बोलना कि I'm very unlucky, very. अरे तुम चुप रहो, तुमको पता नहीं, उसमें से कहीं ना कहीं कुछ लक निकलेगा आगे पीछे. Just wait for a time. Have patience. Something good will come out. Have faith in the Lord. At least you will start chanting Lord's name more. At least you will do more of puja. At least you will go and pray more. कुछ तो कुछ अच्छा होगा. You know what happened, अच्छा? What happened? So that Vidal had come, if you remember, Vidal had come. So one of the boys in the ashram, he called that Vidal as Kleep. Kleep means important. Kleep. Now he did not hear Ba. He heard Klee. And Klee is Devi's name. And without that Anuswar, it should be Kleem. Om Aim Reem Kleem, Chamundai Viche. Without that Anuswar, Ayutam Tacha Provacha Puna Puna. He started chanting whole day and night. Klee, 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 Klee. You power hai words ki. And that is a beach mantra. Without Rishi and without Chandra, he was just contemplating and contemplating while walking, talking, thinking, playing. And in the dream all, Klee, 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 Klee. And that is Deviji's name. ये मंत्र की पावर होती है भाई, you won't understand. Because we don't chant too much. The power of that mantra was there, that Bharadwaj Rishi called him. He said, see, I will give you all the vidyas, and he got all vidyas. And not only that, in the dream, Deviji came and gave him the darshan. She was red in color, lal vastra was there. She was red saried also, and she was having the red kind of abhushan also. And now the power of that chanting was that more or less, he was most of the time, his lips used to keep on moving. Day and night. No other sadhana. One nishtha if anybody has, it will shake the whole world for you. देखो ये कृपा हो रही है इसमें. आपको लगा होगा ना, he is unlucky. Initially, Shatrujit was more lucky. He got the kingdom and he coming without any proper clothes and without any army, without any servants to that Rishi's ashram. In ashram, you have to do some shram also. Some seva is done all the time. Wash the dishes, clean the temple. So some seva would be there. Not like the palaces there, the hundreds of servants are here. Vanes tasmin sita sota sarva vidyartha tattvavid. All vidya started coming to him. Day and night he was chanting. And that Devi, it is written here, 45th slok, Tunir kavacham tasmai dattam chambikaya vane. She gave him the quiver, she gave him the bow, etc. Kavach, etc. And he is now 12, 13-year-old. Very quiet boy, sitting most of the time, not having a thought of fight, not having a thought of, that I was a prince, or I need more. Everybody feels I deserve more, but I didn't get. I have not got my due, what I should get. अब एक स्टोरी लेट अस हैव मोर स्टोरी. अभी स्टोरी बहुत बढ़नी है. And what was his friend, if you remember his friend? One friend was there. बोले बता ही नहीं रहे. So Kashi Raj, the king of Kashi, was there. What was his friend's name? Huh? Are? What was his friend's name? Vidal was Subahu. Subahu was his friend's name. He was King Subahu. Don't forget, really, how many names I forgot everything. Tomorrow I'll ask. Only tomorrow I'll not come. Subahu had a daughter, her name was Shashikala. Shashikala. केवल शशि नहीं था, शशिकला. अब देवी जी came, अब she was also not less. वो तो कहीं की past birth, they are not ordinary. Your last birth, which God is pleased, protects you throughout as you are born in the womb. देखो परीक्षित जी के womb में भगवान ने दर्शन दे दिया. To Parikshit ji, he gave darshan in the womb itself. पता नहीं क्या कर्म किए थे. And this Shashikala, in the night, the Devi ji came in her dream and he said that Sudarshan is there. He is my devotee. You accept him as your husband. अभी देखे भी नहीं एक दूसरे को. They had not seen. Varam varya sushroni mam bhakta sudarshana sarva kama pradastestu vajanan mama bhamini. And be assured of what I am saying. So she got up. अब देखो किसी का प्यार हो गया, किसी से बिना मिले भी प्यार हो जाता है. Like Rukmani ji had love for Bhagwan Krishna. नहीं तो we are nowadays we are dating. There is one called date. I thought date was only that which we eat. So, but it's not like that. And after 1-2 years of dating, still they are undecided. Funny part is this. Still they are not decided. We are not decided to go ahead or not. Then stop the date also. And wasting time of each other. And he said, okay. Now she was very restless to meet him. Bhai, Sudarshan was a saint of her highest category. वो तो संत तो नाम जब ही किसी को संत बनाता है. संत तो, and when you meet a saint, he gives you naam jap so that he becomes saint, because his word of Devi was pervading the whole body and he had an aura of Devi around. But her mind was that let me meet him, let me meet him, let me meet him. So what happened? And this, it is written here, Vag bijasya japat siddhis tasya esha apyupasthita. By the chanting of that mantra, he had the siddhi. That means, siddhi means mantra and the meaning of the mantra were together. When he said Kli, Devi ji was in front of him. So Devi ji, along with her armor and arms, were all the time walking around him. This is mantra siddhi was there. Mantra, devta of the mantra, guru, and the guru of the mantra, and me. When fourth thing becomes one, that is called mantra siddhi. So he was not saying only Kli. When Kli was chanted, he could see that the goddess is around me. And all the time he was remembering, Mai ev manadha. So he was totally absorbed in her jap. The naam and the arth of that were not too different, that he is chanting something, remembering something else. Like we chant, Ram, 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 means a tea has not come, Ram, Ram, Ram. How long I'll be waiting for this tea? They can't give a cup of tea, Ram, 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 Ram. So we have a parallel thought going on. It is better I don't take tea, because they are very late is there. I put the tea here, Ram, Ram, somebody drank it, Ram, 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 Ram. So lazy people are there. I did not put for that, but I know who had done, but I cannot say that. Ram, Ram, Ram. So when we do jab, a parallel thought goes. And all whom you don't like, they come in the mind at that time. And what you don't want to think, they all come at that time. Sometimes after jab, getting up from them, you are more irritated than before sitting on the jab. So if anybody is doing long jab, please don't meet him after jab. He has thought so much on that topic. So here he was chanting and he had mantra siddhi. ये बहुत शक्ति उपासना में है. स्वप्ने पश्यति सौ देवीं विष्णु मायाम अखंडिताम. अच्छा, again in the dream he saw that Vishwamataram avyaktam sarva sampatkarambikam. Ambika Devi was there. So that darshan he had, he was absorbed more in the Lord's form, goddess form. Acha, haan. And now the king of that, what is his name? Subahu. He organized Swayamvar for her. He also should not have done all these things. New problem is going to come now. Swayamvar, understand, no? Where other kings are invited so that that girl can choose. Already she has chosen. Brother, she is too sure about that. अब सबको बुला लिया इन लोगों ने. All the kings were called. And in that, you can imagine what? Shatrujit and Yudhajit both had come now. Why climax has to be there? Now both were there in that Swayamvar. And he was not called Sudarshan because he was not a prince, as if he had not a single horse also to go to that place. And here the royal people don't mix with the ordinary people. And there, it is written here, Akshaunehi samavrta iva bhati sa tejasa. Wherever this Sudarshan was going, it was for his stage, as if a big, all around people sometimes saw a lot of soldiers. Pratapo mantra bijasya nanya kaschan bhupate. Evam vai japatastasya priti yuktasya sarvata. Because of the power of a jap, Devi had put all the soldiers around him. Therefore, Devi Kavach is there. If you start doing Sapshati, there is Devi Kavach in the beginning. So she had put armor around him. We don't know. And therefore, one person was there, the story long, but cutting it short, he had, in midst of Ganges, there was an island. So he had put some plants, that saint. And that plant grew up. On that plant, some shepherds were coming and some cowherd people were. So he said, don't cross the plant, otherwise I'll hit you. He said, what do you will? I'll cross the plant. We will not go from that side. And he started hitting them. But when he hit, his hand stopped here. The one who was to hit the saint. So people said, what you did? He said, I did not do anything. It is the power of my Devata that they only stopped him. I have not done anything. This is the Jap Shakti is there. Therefore, some people have asked, if they think something, it will happen. If they say something, it will happen. If you lead a very pure life, very chaste life without... And he had no bad thoughts about Shatrujit and all these people. Therefore, Devi would not have come. In a dirty heart, Devi would not come. Nothing was impossible for him. Because Devi alone gives. In life you get, you don't choose. You get money, you get people, you get satsang. And it is the Lord only who decides what you should get and what you should not get. And also all good ideas also Devi only gives. You cannot make the good ideas unless there is a divine interference in your mind. Best ideas and best vichar won't come. Therefore, earlier days, if you read the Shankar Bhashya commentary on, these people were big upasakas of God who could write big commentary on Brahma Sutra, etc. They were not ordinary people. Many hours they used to give in this jap, etc. So, nadadasti prithivyam va. There is nothing which you cannot get when the God is pleased by the mantra. And we are such, we doubt our own mantra. Well, I am so bad. Huh? It's so bad that I also know. But you chant your mantra. That means you don't think that mantra has touched, I can be better also. जरा शक्ति से के साथ चयन करो उसको. She can give buddhi, kirti, dhriti, lakshmi, shakti, shraddha, mati, smriti, sarvesham praninam savai prataksham vai vibhasate. Our whole, I started also that she can give whatever we can never think also that she can give. I give the example also, she touched the lips 3 times and all hunger and thirst of that person went away. Who is there who will not propitiate the God? And here, Shashikala was also thinking, there is no news about him. Where is he? Why can't I meet him? And so Baha was busy in organizing. I think she should have gone and told to her father. I think she could have told, but father didn't listen seriously. And all were invited now. Now when everybody was invited, then she is saying, see, no need to go to all this. Ask him to go back. Father said, how can I do like this? It's big insult, they will kill me. And here, he had to now, he was all, one Brahmin was said, exactly, she copied Rukmani. Shashikala ji, she copied Rukmani. And she sent some Brahmin to invite him. So he said, okay, I'll come. As I am, I'll come, because he also knew what the God's plans were. देख रहे हैं क्या पावर है देवी जी का? वो इतना बड़ा देवी भक्त हो गया, सुदर्शन. And when she told to her father, who? Shashikala told father's name? Sudama? Subahu. So, my father, mother, mat badlo. So, when she told, he said, what are you talking, my dear baby, my daughter? What are you talking? He has no kingdom, he has no money, he has no proper clothes. How can I marry you? We are a royal people, we cannot marry that. He is born in an ashram. He is very simple boy. He is not fit for you. But she said, I have already thought and I am sure about what I have to do. And not only said, Sudarshano ati durbhagya. Dekho, father is saying he is very hard lucky. Only that person knows that I am lucky or not. Others may say that it is bad luck because he has no money. Sometime I was in Holi in some ashram. The other person said, he said, Bechare Swami ji akele. हमने कहा बेचारे नहीं, हम अकेले बहुत अच्छे रहते हैं. I enjoy my solitude a lot. बेचारे हो गए आप. हमारे पास सब कुछ है. I only know how good luck I have. So, Sudarshana ati durbhagya braj bhrashna nirashraya bal kosh vihinascha. He has no bank account. He has no power. He doesn't know how to fight with the sword and all these things. He eats the roots and fruits. And that too in a paper plate in the hand. No way he matches you. You're not compatible at all. What are you saying? He said, I want to live with such a person only. उनका भी निश्चय था, क्योंकि देवी जी की आज्ञा थी. When two people are meeting by the wish of the divine, then that relation is very good and excellent. You know which relation I am talking of? Guru and Shishya is that. It is unbreakable relation if it is coming from. It was not my pasand. It was through the Lord. अब उनको खुशी हो गई. But here the preparation had come. Dance was go raha hai, सब वहाँ रहे हैं. All the kings were served cold drink and they served good food. लेकिन main चीज तो है ही नहीं यहाँ पे. Rishi said, I won't go. हम जाएंगे नहीं. I won't go in front of these people also. When I have already chosen, why to show my face to these people? Now, what will happen? We will see tomorrow. बहुत अच्छी अच्छी बातें हैं. देवी का प्रताप देखो. एक संत बन गया एक. Real luck in life is to have vairag, dharma and आत्मज्ञान, भक्ति. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि
शिवाय सततं नमः. नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्राय नियताः प्रणतास्मताम्. ॐ रौद्राय नमो नित्याय गौर्ये धात्रे नमो नमः.